Jai Hind and good morning students. Here this is another video and this video is of revision, that is part 1. Saraswati Shishukunj Vagwala Borsad English Medium. Students, this is a revision video of part 1 of standard 4th subject EVS. In this video you will going to learn about the revision of chapter number 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, and in this video we will revise the question number 3. It is answer the following questions. I hope you will understand all the answers of these questions and you will also going to learn and by heart all these answers. So students, let us begin with the first question, and the first question is, what characteristics do animals that lay eggs have? So students, first understand the question. What characteristics do animals that lay eggs have? It means that how would you identify the animals that lay eggs? So it is very simple. So the answer is that animals that do not have external ears and do not have hair on their body, those animals lay eggs. So students, only two things you have to remember here. Which are the two things? That the animals that do not have their external ears, and second one is the animals that do not have hair on their body, those animals lay eggs. For example, all the birds they do not have hair on their body, they have feathers. That is why all the birds and the reptiles like snake, lizards, all these animals, they do not have hair on their body. So that is why those animals lay eggs, and those animals ears also we cannot see, they do not have external ears. That is why those animals they lay eggs. So let me repeat the answer again. Animals that do not have external ears and do not have hair on their body, those animals lay eggs. Second question is, birds do not have external ears. Birds' ears we cannot see. So how do they hear? So students, in the third number chapter during the explanation also I told that the birds have tiny holes on both sides of their head. How can the birds hear? So birds have tiny holes. Tiny means very small holes on both sides of their head, and with the help of those two holes or through which they can hear. So let me repeat the answer again, that birds have tiny holes on both sides of their head, and through these tiny holes birds can listen. So all the birds can listen. We cannot see the birds' ears with our eyes, but still all the birds can listen with the very small holes on both sides of their ears. Now third number question is, write the characteristics of animals that give birth to babies have. Means how can you identify the animals that those animals, they give birth to babies. Again the question, write the characteristics of animals that give birth to babies have. So your answer is animals that have external ears, means the animals whose ears we can see with our eyes, and those animals have hair on their body. These animals give birth to babies. So students, you can identify very easily this type of animals. Only two things you have to remember, that the animals who has external ears, means whose ears we can see properly, and the animals who have hair on their bodies, these animals, they give birth to babies. So let me repeat the answer again, that animals that have external ears and have hair on their body, these animals give birth to babies. Now fourth number question, why do animals live in groups? So students, you have seen many animals like elephants and all these animals, they always live in groups. So why? What is the reason behind it? So answer is, animals live in groups for their protection. Why they live in groups? To protect themselves. Then which is the another reason? To search for food. To search for food, because they always go in search of food in groups, and to take care of their young ones. Young ones means very little animals. So what is the answer? That animals live in groups for their protection, to search for food, and to take care of their young ones. That is why those animals, they live in groups. Now students, next question, that is question number 5. How many members does an elephant have? Understand the question. How many members does an elephant herd have? So in one elephant group, how many members are there? So your answer is, an elephant herd have 10 to 12 female elephants and their young ones. So let us see the answer, that an elephant herd have 10 to 12 female elephants and their young ones. So most of the elephants in the herd, they are female elephants, and they're very small animals. So these animals, they make herd. Sixth number question, what happens to the male elephants of a herd? So students, when the elephant is young, it lives in a herd, but it grows and becomes a male elephant. Then what happens to those animals? So answer is, male elephants live in the herd. Male elephants live in the herd till they are 14 to 15 years old. How many years old? So male animals live in the herd till they grow up to 14 or 15 years of old. Then they roam alone in the forest. Then what they do? They leave their herd and they move freely, or they roam alone in the forest. So let me repeat the answer again, that male elephants live in the herd till they are 14 to 15 years old. Then they roam alone in the forest. So this is your answer. Now students, next questions, question number 7 is, how do elephants keep themselves cool? Once again, how do elephants keep themselves cool? So your answer is, elephants love to play with mud and water. Again, elephants love to play with mud and water. You can see many rivers are also flowing in the forest. So animals, they go in that river, pond, lakes, and they love to play in the water and mud. This mud keeps their skin cool. So the mud keeps the elephant's skin cool. That is how the elephants keep themselves cool. Once again, let us repeat the answer. Elephants love to play with mud and water. This mud keeps their skin cool. Now, next question, that is question number 8, that what do elephants eat? Once again, what do elephants eat? So answer is, elephants eat leaves, twigs, small plants, grass, bark of trees, fruits and vegetables. All these things that elephants eat. So what do elephants eat? Elephants eat leaves, twigs, small plants, grass, bark of trees, fruits and vegetables. So all these things the elephants eat. Now our next question, that is question number 9, is, name 2 other animals that live in herds. Students, you have to name 2 other animals that are living in herds or groups. So which animals other than elephants that live in groups or herd? So animals like zebra, monkey, deer, buffaloes, these type of animals that live in herds or groups. Again, animals like zebra, monkey, deer, buffaloes are animals that live in herds. Now students, another question, that is question number 10. All of us are dependent on plants. Understand the question, that all of us are dependent on plants. Explain with reason. So here students, you have to explain that why all of us means human beings, why we are dependent on plants. With reason you have to explain. So the answer is that all of us means human beings are dependent on plants. Because for which things we depend on plants? So because plants give us food. We eat fruits, vegetables from plants. So plants give us food. They also give us oxygen, and they also helps to bring rain. And what is the another reason? We also get medicine from plants. So we get lots of things from plants. That is why we are dependent on plants. Let me repeat the answer again. All of us are dependent on plant because plants give us food, oxygen, and they help us to bring rain. We also get medicines from plants. That is why it is right to say that we are dependent on plants. Next question, that is question number 11. What do people cut trees for? Again question, what do people cut trees for? So answer is, people cut trees to build houses? Why do people cut trees? To build houses. Some people cut trees to build shops and other buildings. People also use wood to cook food. So because of these reasons, people cut trees. Let us repeat the answer again. People cut trees to build houses, shops and other buildings. They also use wood to cook food. That is why people cut trees. Next question, question number 12. Why do people plant trees in their houses? So students, you have seen many types of houses. In those houses, the people have planted trees. So why do people plant trees in their houses? So let us look at the answer. People plant trees in their houses because it makes the air clean and cool. What happens with the plantation of tree in your house? So it makes the air clean and cool. It also helps to control noise. So with plants and trees you can control the noise, and it also enhance the property value. Means if you want to sell your house, you will get enough money when you sell your house. So it also enhance your property values. That is why people plant trees in their houses. Let us again look at the answer, that people plant trees in their houses because it makes the air clean and cool. It helps to control noise, and it also enhance property value. So students, our next question is question number 13, that is, where is Khejdi village? Where is Khejdi village situated? So answer is, Khejdi village is near Jodhpur in Rajasthan. Where is the Khejdi village? So Khejdi village is near Jodhpur in the state of Rajasthan. Our next question, 14 number. What is apiculture? Again, understand the question. What is apiculture? So answer is the rearing of honeybees. The rearing of honeybees to get honey is called apiculture. So students, understand this answer. What is called apiculture? The rearing of honeybees to get honey is called apiculture. Now, our next question is, that is question number 15. How does honeybees inform other bees? How do honeybee inform other bees where nectar is present? So how one honeybee, it informs other honeybees that there is a nectar. So answer is, on finding nectar, a honeybee does a special kind of dance. What is the answer? On finding nectar, a honeybee does a special kind of dance to tell the other bees where the nectar is. So when one honeybee finds the nectar, it does a special kind of dance to inform other honeybees that there is a nectar present there. So let us look at the answer again, that on finding nectar, a honeybee does a special kind of dance to tell the other bees where the nectar is. Now next question, 16 number. Why are the worker bees most important? Students, you know that there is a three type of bees. So in those three type of bees, why the worker bees are the most important? So why are the worker bees most important? So look at the answer. The worker bees are most important. The worker bees are most important because they collect nectar from flowers. What their main job is? Their main job is to collect nectar from flowers and build the bee hive. And another important work for them is to build the bee hive and guard or to protect the young ones in the hive. This is the main work is done by the worker bees. That is why they are the most important. So let us look at the answer again. The worker bees are most important because they collect nectar from flowers. They build the bee hive and also guard the young ones in the hive. That is why the work of worker bees are the most important. The next question is, that is question number 17. Name the three kinds of bees found in a bee hive. What is the question? Name the three kinds of bees found in a bee hive. So which are the three types of bees you can find? So queen bee, male bee and worker bee are the three kinds of bees found in a bee hive. What is the answer? Queen bee, male bee and worker bee are the three kinds of bees found in a bee hive. Next question, that is question number 18. Explain how can railway tickets be reserved or bought. Again, understand the question. Explain how can railway tickets be reserved or bought. So how can you buy railway tickets or how can you reserve your railway tickets? That you have to explain. From where you do all these things. So your answer is, railway tickets can be bought or reserved. You can buy or reserve your railway tickets online using the internet, or it can be reserved at the railway reservation office. So students, how can you buy or reserve your railway ticket? Here look at the answer. Railway tickets can be bought or reserved online using the internet, or it can be reserved at the railway reservation office. This is how you can buy or reserve your railway ticket. So question number 19 is, do trains stop for an unlimited time on platform waiting for all the passengers? Again, understand the question. Do trains stop for an unlimited time on platform waiting for all the passengers? So student, your answer is no. Trains do not stop for an unlimited time on platform. So your answer is no. Trains have different fixed stopping time. Trains have different fixed stopping time at different stations. So which is your answer? No. Trains have different fixed stopping time at different stations. So students, this is your answer. Now the last question of this answer the following question is question number 20. What do you understand by the word birth? Again, what do you understand by the word birth? So your answer is, it is a type of seat in long distance train. It is a type of seat in long distance train on which passengers can sit or sleep on a long journey. Let us look at the answer again. It is a type of seat in long distance train on which passengers can sit or sleep on a long journey. So this is the meaning of the word berth. So students, these were the answers of question number 3. Answer the following questions. Students, I have explained all the answers thoroughly. I hope you will going to learn all these answers and by heart it also. And I hope you have understood all these answer of the questions.